So I'm Lisa Oliver King with Our Kitchen Table, and we do a food justice. We're a food justice organization in the Grand Rapids community. When we say food justice, we're talking about looking at the impact of public policy and public funding on supporting a healthy and nutritious food system. We use a strategy of growing food to explore issues around public policy and public funding, how it's working for us, how it's not working for us. One question that is posed to us is to what degree are individuals responsible for their food system? And the reality is food system is imposed on us. We are not in food environments saying, okay, here is the food we want accessible and available to us in our community, available to us as a system as a whole. So when we walk into a grocery store, when we walk into a restaurant, we have to choose based on the choices that others have made decisions around. Food environments are many, whether it's going to the grocery store, whether it's going to the farmer's market, whether it's going to a food pantry, whether it's going to a farm. And within those various environments, we can, some environments allow us to have more influence over food system than others. For example, going into a grocery store or restaurant, as I said before, others have made decisions around us. Going to a farmer's market or participating in a CSA, community-supported agriculture, we are able to select food options. We're able to learn how our food is grown. We're able to explore the political influences that those entities are impacted by in order to provide us with the quality food that we have selected. We're able to choose and have voice around who our food growers is and how that food is provided to us. This is a social justice, environmental justice issue. Again, when we look at the impact of public policy and public funding and how it's working from a community benefit perspective, the reality is regardless of income, socioeconomic background, we're all have lack of voice as it relates to choices that are available to us. However, the reality is there are those who are much more marginalized around food based on race, based on socioeconomics. That's just the reality of things. And those who are most marginalized have the least say, the least influence, and receive not the best quality food or have the least voice as it relates to accessibility and various food resources being made available to them. The way that we can know that a food environment is healthy is by asking questions and doing our homework, doing homework so that we know what questions to ask. And more importantly, having information around those questions before we ask those in various food environments to help us to understand how this environment is healthy and have our best interest at hand. Unhealthy food environments can be improved by supply and demand. We should create an alternative food system to the industrialized food system that we are currently powerless around. An alternative food system builds collective voice, it builds power, it shapes what should be available to all, regardless of socioeconomics, regardless of race, regardless of geographical location in terms of in which we live. And we can turn that around by examining and enhancing what is available to us as it relates to food, and those things that are unhealthy, that we have deemed unhealthy, we can begin to eliminate those items from the current food system that we're trying to build that will support a healthy and nutritious environment. We do not believe that there's a such thing as a food desert, because a desert is a vibrant, living ecosystem. And if you say you live in a food desert, you're saying that you live in a vibrant system that provides well beyond your needs, the best food choices, the best options made available to all of us. The one takeaway that if out of my ramblings, if I have not said anything of substance, is this: we are all entitled to the best food system possible. We all should work collectively to make sure that such a food system exists regardless of socioeconomics, regardless of geographics, regardless of race, because all of us are interested in having the best choices made available to us. One for all and all for one. You know, another thing to think about is that we think that when we look at food environments and we distinguish between what's a healthy food environment and what's an unhealthy food environment, the reality is, more likely than not, we're buying into the narrative that if you are at a gas station or if you are at a food pantry, everything available to you must be junk. And the reality is that many of those places, in their own way, and we as community members can influence that, work to have nutritional options available. Yeah, you may have to, it's like going to TJ Maxx, which I don't like going to TJ Maxx, but the reality is that when you dig through, you find really good quality items at an affordable price that you feel good when you walk out of that store. You took the time to survey the environment, dig through whatever it is that you have to dig through, and walk away with the quality items that you're interested in. We have those same choices in various food environments. If you are at a pantry, it's a matter of doing your homework and knowing what's available, working with the staff to take advantage and enhance what's there, but also those things that are missing for you, saying, I would like to have grapes with seeds, because we don't like seedless items. But seedless is dead food, so you don't want that. But if it's grape with seeds, understanding what does it take to get that item into that food environment, and what does it take to move that item so that it is not going bad or is seen as an item that it's something that, you know, we can't maintain. That's a matter of communication, understanding the environment, understanding the available options that are made to you, and showing that where I get my food, access to food, the food resources matters to me. And here, how it matters to me, and if you work with me in terms of having that available to me and my family or whoever it is, here's how we can support each other. So whether you're going to a farm, whether you're going to a restaurant, whether you're going to a pantry, whether you're stopping by at a food stand, understanding food, understanding what is available to you, having dialogue and engaging around the value of food and how food makes a difference not only in your health, uh, but also how food makes a difference in your life. I can remember many times sitting around with girlfriends, eating a good bowl of chili with some rice, and being able to either cry on their shoulder or we're crying from all of the laughter as we go down memory lane. Food is invaluable in so many ways, and we can't think that good quality food is only available in certain circles. It is available in any circle. We have to do our homework and make sure that it's accessible to all.